สวัสดีครับอยู่ผมไก่ทองครับตอนนี้ผมก็จะมาเล่น Assassin's Creed Valhalla Special Pass กันแล้วนะผมหรือก็คือตอนพิเศษนั่นเองตอนพิเศษมาเคลียร์รันวีกันเลยเรายังมีอยู่เราก็ต้องทำให้มันเสร็จจริงๆแล้วผมว่ามันต้องให้แบบว่าเป็นไอ้เท่าที่เราทำพาร์ทเนี่ยนะเอาเนี่ยเป็นอันสุดท้ายแต่เหลือแค่นี้ก็ทำหน่อยสักกันแต่เราจะเรียกพาร์ทนี้ว่าเป็น Special Pass ละ
King Alfred is preparing for war. You will meet tremendous resistance.
As will Alfred. Is Guthrum Jarl there with his army?
He is.
มีอย่างหนึ่งพวกผมก็ไปดูไกด์มาแล้วนะผม
and intend on launching an attack on Alfred soon. If we support their assault, England will fall to us. A pagan land where a multitude of gods may freely roam.
โอเคนั้นไปกัน
I will go to Hamptonshire and speak with Guthrum. Send word to our allies to gather in the Thames just outside the Shire.
I will. May the gods share in this, our final victory.
What is it?
อะไรเหรอ
You must not go. You must not. The signs, the portents, they shout and wail. Your leaving will be our doom.
Speak clearly, Volker. What have you seen?
I have thrown the bones. I have stirred the offal of beasts, and in the rising steam I saw the end of it all. Though this battle you may win, this war you will not. Your foe will be your master. Your hope will be your grief. This is fate. Our fate.
I thank you for this, Volker. But the yarns of fate are too frayed for me to follow now. I owe this fight to my friends and allies, and I will see it through.
Go then. With great care. But know that the home you leave will not be the home to which you return.
ได้นั้นเราก็ไปกันเลยใกล้ๆแค่ฟาสทาวเวลซึ่งก็จะไม่มีอะไรมากแล้วล่ะคือ The Order ก็เหลือท้ายแล้ว
You come at Guthrum's call.
โซมาก็มาด้วย
It is good to see you.
And you, Soma. There's an uneasy peace here. Both armies with their hackles up. Was blood spilled?
No. We took Wareham without resistance. These Saxons accompany their lord as we stand beside Guthrum.
So this fort is not the sum of his ambitions. Guthrum's plan is to bring the Saxons to the table.
If he can win the peace without a fight, he will do so.
And how likely is that?
Just now they sit on their thumbs in the church, talking in circles. Come, I will take you to him.
Who is Guthrum meeting here? Is it Alfred?
That's right. The king of the West Saxons has agreed to negotiate. Seems we have him on the back foot.
Guthrum should be careful. Alfred speaks with Loki's tongue.
Guthrum is not a babe at teat, Eivor.
Nor is Alfred. If he has come, it is for his own advantage.
Then give us counsel. Stand by Guthrum, show our strength. The king of Hayseeds will soon be humbled, trust me.
We took this town as if it were a straw hall. Do not challenge me, Elf King.
Your show of swaggering strength has my attention, Guthrum. But we agreed on terms. What more do you want?
The crown of Wessex.
Wessex has a king, and that king has the backing of the Almighty. Yours is a fever dream, Dane.
We need not ask for it, Goodwin. We will take it, as we have taken all the kingdoms of England.
Ah, Eivor. Our blunted tool returns, Lord.
I have given you all I care to. A Danegeld to leave Wareham. You swore an oath upon the cross and that pagan hammer.
And when you scurry back to whatever shit-soaked hovel you crawled from, we will release your men.
Speak again, handmaid, and I will feed your tongue to Eivor's raven.
A fair trade. We already have your cock.
Are we done with this pissing contest? If Guthrum has given you his word, then he will honor it. We will leave this town.
You have 1 day. Do not test the king's patience further, or our men will return to Wareham with force.
And if you doubt my conviction, know that the Avon River near Uffentune runs red with the blood of your countrymen. Their commander, what did his men cry as he fell? Ula, Uba? Yes, that was it. Remember, you have taken my silver. In return, I expect your honor. I will await news of your retreat in Chippenham.
Uber dead? It cannot be. Gods, I will tear that Saxon's skin from his bones if this is true.
Alfred hisses with a snake tongue, but he gains nothing from this lie.
When news of this spreads through the camp, no Saxon will survive the day.
You swore upon the cross.
Oh, I have no intention of cowing to that milk sack. Now more than ever, I will take his throne and his head.
In Winchester, Alfred used me as a tool and cast me aside. So let the betrayer be betrayed. We'll burn this village to the ground. After that, we take care of Alfred.
เอ๊ะจริงเลยเนี่ยโอ้
Burn Wareham to the ground! Make it a Saxon pyre! Fire and flame! Burn it all!
ช่วยพวกนี้
And now it is end. And you axe in your gut, piglet.
Leave nothing standing!
I'll send 10 to your hell.
You
Get it, good.
let vengeance steer your swords! Leave nothing standing!
Lord Jesus Christ, help me stand against
ปา
the filthy
ปา
heathen.
ใส่แล้วไม่ตาย
Vengeance steer your swords!
Help me stand against the filthy heathen threat. Your gods,
Fire and flame! Burn it all!
your gods are forsaken, you Saxon.
With me now! Leave nothing standing!
You will not steal our land.
Fire and flame!
เจอนี่หน่อย
Burn it all!
ย่าว้า
Our gods have spoken with war and wit. This is our England now.
Let vengeance steer your swords!
My blood needs fire.
Fire and flame! Burn it all!
My blood needs fire. After cooling in the sun and field, you'll burn in hell, traitorous scum. I will feast on your marrow in Valhalla.
Save me, O Lord!
With me.
Not much longer!
โอ้ยโอ้ย
To hell with you.
ย่าดี ดีเจ้านี่หน่อยโอ้โหแบบนี้แหละมันบังคับให้เราซัดมันให้แหลกจัดไป
Leave nothing standing!
ไอ้ที่เหลือให้ทำนี้โอ้โหมีอะไรเพียบเลย
Let vengeance steer your swords!
เฮ้ยเยอะเกินย่าอุ้ยเอา
Pay for your sins. Shit. Leave nothing standing. Let vengeance steer your swords.
ชอบมากเลยภาคนี้ปาอาวุธได้ด้วย
Fire and flame, burn it all.
ไม่โดน
Let vengeance steer your swords. Finish him. Leave nothing standing.
โอ้ปาอาวุธนี้เยอะเลย
Fire and flame, burn it all. Let vengeance steer your swords.
ย่าอุ้ยเหี้ย
Fire
ติด
and flame, burn it
ติดอะไรอี
all.
กวะเนี่ย
Let vengeance steer your swords. Leave nothing standing. Fire and flame. Burn it all. Leave nothing standing. Let vengeance steer your swords. Eat this. Try to flank. Fire and flame. Burn it all. Let vengeance steer your swords.
โอ้โหเยอะเลย
Leave nothing standing.
โอ้โหเยอะจะเยอะไปไหน
Fire and flame. Burn it all. God grant me strength. Coming for you.
จะหนีไปไหนจะหนีไปไหน
Fight smart. Use your glimmer.
มันสปาวมาเรื่อยๆเลยเหรอ
Take it.
เจอกูใช่ไหม
Leave nothing standing.
เดี๋ยวมึงเจอกู
Let vengeance steer your swords.
Destroy everything! Their roofs to splinters, their bones to dust! Set wherever blaze! Focus, we have this!
ปิงไม่ค่อยเยอะละ
Payment for those warriors they have sent to Valhalla!
ได้
Leave nothing standing.
ให้ทำอะไรเนี่ย
Their prayers go unanswered this day. We should find Soma.
ไปหาโซมากัน
This place is routed, Soma.
Good work. We leave now. There are forest ruins just east along the road. Come on, men, move!
พากลุ่มโซมาออกไปก่อน
Saxons ahead!
ไหนเอ้ยมาอีกอะเทียบเลย
Let's stretch the knees.
Every soul we meet sent to their god. Let us keep moving. More Saxons! Draw your weapons!
The ruins are close. Keep moving.
อุ้ยเอาไว้นักดาบนี้ก่อน
King now, Saxons! Cowering like a mouse! Let's strip the doggo!
ได้ด้วยเหรอ
Blood soaks your sword. Every Saxon is eager to meet them.
มาทุกคน เยอะเหลือเกิน
We can rest here a moment. Now, tell me what you know of that breaker of rings. Weak and wretched troll.
Alfred is a wily fox. He appears frail, but draws upon an inner strength. He will not be easy to oust.
Fury will fuel my army and my claim.
It will not be enough. You must find a weakness.
Yes, that is why I called you here. Do you balk at the opportunity to bury the Saxon king?
I must first hear a plan to balk at.
Alfred spoke of Chippenham, a squat hovel of sheep and peasants.
So why does he go there, and not to Winchester? Your scouts must know they're the best in England.
A holiday feast, their Saxon Christ Mass. Alfred will warm his heels by the fire, while Uba lies cold in an English field.
I've called upon my allies to join us in this fight, but I must know where to send them. Is Chippenham our final prize?
It is. But I will need my men for the coming fight as well. The hostages Alfred took. If there is a chance to save them.
We will not lose more friends today. Where are they held?
A place further ahead through this forest. They call it Hampton Blockade.
Soma, ride north to the Thames and lead my allies south. They should be gathered by now.
I will.
Gather on the river passing Chippenham. The rest of you set up camp there. I called you Raven Feeder once. At Porchester, you were as hot-headed as Thor. You have become a true leader, Eivor.
There's much to come, Guthrum, before we can rest with mead in our hands and songs in our ears.
I will crush Alfred's skull with my bare hands if Uba is dead.
We cannot dwell on this, even if it's true. The throne.
กูวาร์ปมานี่เลยอะ
Survey the area, Sunan. The guards here are vigilant.
ดึงเข้าไปย่า มีตอนแรกคิดว่าจะไม่มีใครอีกสักหน่อยเว้ย
Gods be good to you.
This is the blockade.
ปล่อยพวกนี้
You can tread quietly so as not to alert the guards, but I can raid this place in moments with my crew.
I will follow you. These are my men.
I told you, Guthrum.
I had to hand them over.
You will save them, Guthrum. Stay calm. We cannot dwell on this, even if it's true. If you want the throne, only strategy will deliver it.
Oh, bloody wrath will steal it. I will follow this Alfred. Hound his heels. Revenge burns within me.
A wise man once told me, we do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift.
You turn my words against me now, Wolf-Kissed.
I took them too hard in my darkest times, my friend.
And Sigurd? He is back with you?
Guthrum, some of your men. Enough skulking.
These Saxons do not deserve compassion. I will wash my blade in their blood.
My brother's story is a long one, and for another time. Ridding the land of a strong ruler will make Wessex harder to tame.
You almost sound like you respect him, Eivor.
I've come to understand the trials of leadership, Guthrum. It is hard not to, when you cradle something as fragile as life within your hands.
Oh,
Are you Guthrum's men? Are you Guthrum's men?
Aye. Free us and we will fight by your side.
None with you well.
Every Saxon who spat at me will die.
You will have your chance, but don't be foolhardy. Let your steps take you far from here to a camp near Chippenham.
ต้องช่วยพวกนี้
As long as I can cut some Saxons down, I don't care.
Thank you, Eivor. You did a great deed here. Their families will raise a cup to you.
I need no thanks, Guthrum. Let us speak more when we are safely away.
Mà điอะไรมึงมาคุยไอ้สัตว์
We're safe here. You should join your people at the camp. Even a surprise takes preparation.
Your bravery, your leadership, Eivor. You wear it well. You have grown much since last we spoke.
You judged me fairly, Guthrum. Harsh though your words were. But I do not make the same mistake twice.
How is your brother, Sigurd?
He lives, a changed man. But he is free of full case torment. That at least was a deed well done.
Will this all be worth it in the end? Everything we have done? Everything we have sacrificed to win this land? Sometimes I dream of soothed black furrowed earth. And blood seeping from seedlings, poisoning our future.
We must believe our way of life will survive. Our fates are woven, but our deeds forge our destiny.
And so to our final battle. We will wait for you at the camp.
จบละ กับภารกิจคิมดอมเป็นโอเคนี่ก็ทำนี้ต่อ
I'll Alfred spoke of Uba meeting his end at the Avon River, west of Uffentune. I fear the worst, but I must know.
Eivor, you made it unscathed.
They came from all over England.
นี่เหรอทั้งหมดที่มาแล้วเนี่ยโอ้มากันหมดเลย
I never thought it possible, Eivor, that you would rally Saxons and Norse under your black-feathered banner.
They see the tyranny of this elf king. He would crush them all under heel and plug their hearts with his god.
So what is the plan, Eivor?
When is their feast day?
A few nights from now, but their revelry has already begun. We should attack now.
That is unwise. Soldiers pace the paths of the village.
Then the night of the feast, under cover of darkness. That is when we will strike.
Uba will not have died in vain.
We await your instructions, Eivor.
Let us plan our approach. But whatever happens, Alfred is mine.
They are not expecting us. We should not meet much resistance on the way.
Then quietly through the fields. It will already be too late once they see us.
Your young Saxons can be our eyes to the west. Better to keep their soft hands away from the conflict.
My scouts reported that a few nobles have arrived for the festivities already.
Good. If we capture the Thanes, there will be no danger when I confront Alfred.
And we could persuade them to support a new king of Wessex. I will subdue the lords.
Take Deolaf and Tefta with you. They could prove useful in convincing the Thanes. Rhoda, take Etki and Stowe and capture the garrison. Make quick work of any Saxons that dare cross into the village.
Gladly, Eivor.
We each know our parts. May they blunt their swords against our might. Tonight, Wessex's last resistance will crumble.
I follow you, Eivor.
And I.
Be ravening wolves and croaking ravens. Stand firm, your axe arms strong, and together, we will win this final battle. And remember, Alfred is mine. Soma, with me. Everyone else, go quickly to the village.
เหมือนกันปิดฉากพวก The Order
Advance. Be on the lookout for any stray guards.
The Order เป็นเจ้านี่แหละเราต้องไปจัดการมัน
Lufina, Hjor, keep a strong flank.
ลูฟีน่ามาด้วยเหรอวิ่งมากันหมดเลย
Get to the village and wait for my signal. Won't be gentle if they spot me. Let's smoke the rat out of his guard's house.
Bye.
Show me what lies ahead.
ดูในโบสถ์แน่ๆเลย
Alfred!
Alfred!
And I will spare the last of Wessex my torch.
Did you think my king would turn his back on you, Eivor?
Goodwin
When your knife is smeared with the blood of Wareham?
Stand aside, Goodwin. I come for Alfred.
Alfred is long gone. And this good Christian feast, a cup of honey wine, to trap some wasps.
Where is he?
เขาอยู่ไหน
Calling his allies to his side. All those who wish to see Wessex under one god. You cannot win England with your sorry crew of deluded farmers and godless fools.
At least I wouldn't leave them to die as I scurried through the corn husks like a rat.
You have no understanding of duty, the loyalty I freely give. His plan for England, for the world, is worth the cost of my life.
Then sing your tuneless hymns.
Come, Raven Feeder, do your worst.
เจอนี่หน่อยเย้เข้ามาดิ
Saints alive!
เย้
Is only the beginning.
You are beaten, Goodwin.
Beaten? No, not so. By my death, my lord may live.
Alfred used you, fool. He threw you in my path. For what? He only delays what is inevitable.
Kill me then. It makes no odds. For here you stand, bloody and breathless, no closer to my king, no closer to his throne. This island will never be your home, Eivor. You will not subdue her with vicious force or win her with cocksure words. We Saxons will always stand firm, shoulder by shoulder against thieves and tyrants whose envious eyes fall upon England.
If I must strike down all of England to subdue her, let it begin with you.
O Lord, into your hands I commit my spirit.
ให้มันตายดีแล้วอะไรเนี่ยโซมา
They came from every house and hovel.
Soma, fall back!
ถอยไป โซมาไม่โซมา
For glory.
Soma!
โซมาไปตายได้เหรอตาย
We want each other's back!
Guthrum, I need you fighting with the rest.
These men will not surrender! And one little cock flogger barricades himself behind that door there!
I will find a way in. Huh?
ทางไหนเข้าได้บ้างอ๋อปีน
Chippenham will not fall to you, scum! You will regret this unholy interruption. Leave me be. I'm no threat to you.
I need to see if Broder has taken the garrison. Did you see Alfred?
No, but your Saxon boys were ambushed. One lays wounded.
Hold these men back. I'll find them.
Going. They will not better us.
Gunwald! Come, get up! This is no time for weep wailing.
I cannot.
Huh?
And there is a blackness closing in around my eyes. It frightens me.
Forgive me, Gunwald. I should have been quicker.
No.
พักอยู่นี่ก่อนฮันวอล์กยังไหวอยู่ไหม
Gunwald, listen to me. You survived the Battle of Bottleston. Do not let this scratch best you now.
I'm so cold. Has winter come so soon?
You will warm yourself with mead and dancing yet, my friend.
Perhaps not, Eivor. It may be I will sit beside my father soon. Will he be proud of me?
He will pull you to his breast, sob bright words of welcome, and tell you no man ever had a worthier son.
I am glad to have known you, Eivor. My truest.
ไม่นะ เดี๋ยวอย่าร้องไห้อย่าร้องไห้นะ
There was nothing more you could have done. I need to see if Broder has taken the
ไปช่วย
garrison.
ก่อน
Get behind if you can.
เดี๋ยวช่วยพวกเขาก่อน
Broder, what can I do?
The garrison has more defenders than we hoped. Men are being slaughtered.
I will find a way to open the gates from the inside.
Hurry! These waves of reinforcements are hell sent. Die now!
หาทางอ้อมก่อนผมไม่ได้ ยี่เจ้านี่หน่อยย่า อยู่ไหนอยู่ไหนอะไรมึง
That is most of them. Make sure the garrison stays under our control. I need to help the others.
ปะกลับไปรวมตัวกันเยี่ยมเลยโอ้ผมเอาอีกนะ
Grant me strength. I am Billy.
They're weakened! Let us finish this!
Ý, ตียากจังเลยเว้ยย่า
These Danes defy our god and king. Stand true. God protects us on his day of feasts. Interlopers! Not on this Christ Mass! Should have run, rabbit! Stand true! God protects us on his day of feasts!
เฮ้ยทำไงต่ออีกนะ
You will not rout us, interlopers! Not on this Christ Mass!
มากันเยอะเหลือเกิน
These Danes defy our god and king!
The last of the Saxons are fleeing! The battle is won! That's it! They're fleeing!
They are routed! The city is ours! Wessex will follow!
Good from Jarl. We are not without losses. Some of them grave.
Their king is fled! His patsy struck down! Defeat rings loud in their ears, and I will be their lord before the spring is here!
Guthrum, hear me! Soma is...
โซม่า
She's gone.
เขา
Soma?
โซม่าตายเหรอ
She has gone to the endless feast, and is the better for it.
Many fought for us and died. They deserve peace.
Are you ready to honor them?
Yes, there's nothing more to say.
Time to send our friends to their great reward. Will you do the honors?
Nothing awaits them. They lived, they died, and now their bodies will burn to cinders. Their saga ends here.
Well, do not share that with them. Well, do not share that with them.
มาทำพิธี
Victory is ours. But it came at a great cost. Soma Jarlskona, who stood at Guthrum's right hand. She will live on in our memories, from now to the end of days. And to Hjor, warrior, husband, and a friend, he made the ultimate sacrifice. I here repay it. And to Hunwald, whose kind heart has now led him to his father's side. May his God welcome him with open arms. Let us send them on their way. All our beloved dead, our fallen warriors, and speed them to their end.
ทำพิธีแล้วที่เราได้มาเราก็ต้องเสียมันไปสิ่งที่เราได้มันมาแล้วเราก็ต้องเสียมันไปอีกโชคดีละ
Guthrum.
When the Reeve died, did he take comfort in knowing he would soon see his god?
He was strangely peaceful in the end, as if death meant nothing.
We stumble through our years, ravenous, grasping, spilling blood, stealing gold, and it is never enough. This life is never enough. Would it not soothe you to know there is something beyond all this? Not war and valor, but quiet and peace?
I think the afterlife men hope for is only a reflection of their regret in this life. All I wish for now is to live among the friends I've made. That is what counts.
Alfred made me swear fealty upon the cross of their god's son. He held such faith in it, a plain, unadorned thing. It burned between my fingers, as if I had pulled it from the fire. A feeling strange and powerful, but gone in an instant. I have not felt its like before.
What would you now?
Whatever I must do. England is my final home, Eivor. And I will do what it takes to remain.
I should return to Swanborough and tell her of Hunwald's fate. Better the news comes from me than a stranger.
รันวิก่อนมัวใจสิอยากใครก็ไม่รู้แหละ
fine day, Eivor.
Eivor?
Eivor.
Swanborough,
Swanborough.
Gods, no, don't say it, please, Eivor. Don't say it.
I am sorry.
ฉันขอโทษนะ
My own one. No.
พัน
My
วอต
poor swan.
โอ้พระเจ้า
He fought bravely and turned the tide to secure victory. Your dear Hunwald died a hero and will be so remembered.
Oh, gods. I know he would have fainted to hear such praise from your lips. Thank you, Eivor. Thank you.
He walks among warriors now.
Yes. The lucky man. I imagine he does.
I know words are poor salve for a wounded heart. I will leave you to mourn, and know that we are here for you, always, should you need us.
ไปหารันวิกัน
Nonsense! It is not that complicated. You do not appreciate the subtleties of cutting.
Nice to see you.
Hamptonshire has fallen, and with it the kingdom of Wessex. But the cost was great. Maybe too great for all we gained.
Rest then. You have earned it.
On the backs of so many. Time will tell if it was worth it.
เรียบร้อย มีเควสอะไรมาอีกเหรอ โอเค ไปหาไอทำกัน
Something for me. What is it?
A letter requesting your presence in the southwest, a village called Athelney.
Nothing strange about a summons for me, is there?
It is not the recipient I find strange. It is the sender. The letter is signed a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Ah, our mysterious partner.
For a short time, I hoped it might be Basim feeding us the names of these targets. He seemed the most likely man, for a time.
Only one way to discover the truth. Thank you, Hytham. I will take care of this.
Greetings, Eivor.
What do you see?
Whoa. ถ้าเป็นนี้เหรอเนี่ย
All right there?
Yes, hello. I do not mean to intrude, but I am looking for someone.
And who would that be then?
I do not know exactly.
Well, that'd be why you ain't found him. But you're free to pass the time just here if you like.
Thank you.
These are soul cakes, love. Do you know soul cakes?
I do. I enjoy them.
They're small things, size of a lumpy fist, so they'll bake fast. Keep your eyes sharp.
And the butter, do I baste them?
No need, love. We'll leave the butter for meal time.
I look forward to it.
Right then. I'll leave you to this. If you need me, I'll be doing the washing up next door.
Quite a step down from your former work, Lord.
As their guest, I volunteer to help with the daily chores. They offer me a bed. I tend the cakes.
Do they not feel strange giving orders to their king? Or do they know?
That knowledge would benefit no one.
I read your message. You went through a great deal of trouble to obscure yourself as this poor soldier of Christ. As I remember, you even sent yourself one of these letters in Winchester. A clever touch.
The Order wanted me dead. I had to be careful.
You said you knew nothing about the Order then. Pled ignorance. But you knew everything. Their names, their schemes.
Would you join me for a walk? You look well, Eivor.
I am. Wars have ended, and my settlement thrives.
The wars have not ended. You have simply stopped fighting. But men are brewing plots in mead halls and bedrooms. You will see.
And how are you, Alfred? Getting used to the idea of being unremarkable?
I am well. Better than I expected. In this exile, I have found a somewhat nourishing peace. Each morning, I am awakened by the sun and growling cormorants. I bathe in the chilly water of the marsh. I eat from shrubs and drink from buckets. It is a good life. Simple. Blessed. I've never been so far west. I find it quite peaceful here. Calming.
I have traveled a long way to hear one name, Alfred. Who is the Order's Grand Magister?
Tell your shadowy friends that England is swept clean. Your work is done.
You?
Huh?
Grand Magister was not a title I desired. It passed to me on the death of my brother. From my father before him. Defilers of God's majesty and grandeur. I was their master, and I loathed them. With Goodwin, I set a plan in motion to destroy the Order from within. But my troubles with the Danes delayed that plan.
But your trouble with this Dane was what led to their demise.
You are Norse, are you not?
You have a good ear.
I owe you my thanks, Eivor. For that, I give you this. The key to my study. You may better understand the good you have done. With the Order all but destroyed, you have made room for a greater idea. One to take its place. A universal divine order, inspired by God for the betterment of man.
With a poor fellow soldier at its head.
You have saved England, whether or not that was your intent. Now let England save you.
England is no more, Lord. You are the last of her kings, and yet you have no kingdom.
Look around you. God's works are wondrous. They cannot be ignored, nor resisted. In time, all those who accept God will flourish, and all those who defy him will fall away. Should you remain in England, you too will one day be her subject.
Oh, bloody crumbs! The cakes are burned. Where is that man? Young man, where have you gone?
That may have earned me a night of washing linens. I do not know if we shall meet again, Eivor. God willing, we will. As one lord to another, perhaps. I'm coming, my lady. I'm here.
Alfred gave me a key to unlock his study. Somewhere in Winchester.
Dear, oh dear, look at them little balls of soot.
Good lady, forgive me. I was lost in thought.
No.
ไปหาไอ้ถ้ำกันโย่
Eivor, a moment of your
กลับ
time.
มาแล้วนะ
Eivor, did Basim contact you in Norway? He said he would be joining you. Yet here you are, and I have no word from him.
Hytham, this will be hard to hear, but Basim attacked us in Norway. Vengeance for some transgression of ours, imagined or real.
You mean you slew him yourself?
Sigurd and I, together. I know this comes as a...
I do not understand. Why would he do such a thing? He loved Sigurd, he loved you.
I do not understand it myself. Perhaps one day we can speak about this with more clarity. But for now, I am deeply sorry. I cleared Winchester of the Order, yet to do so meant working with King Alfred.
Your poor fellow soldier led you to the King of Wessex? How very strange. He, or she, is toying with you, it seems.
Here you are, Hytham. The last of the Order's sigils.
The King...
You will find King Alfred's
The Order.
King Alfred? Did our poor fellow soldier lead you to his hiding place?
He did, for they were one and the same. Our poor fellow soldier of Christ was the Grand Magister of the Order of the Ancients.
He turned on his own order. Fascinating.
Not turned so much as trampled. His devotion to Christ and what he calls a universal order set him against them from the start. With all sincerity, he loathed the title and the duty he had inherited and wished them destroyed.
Wonderful. With his abdication, the last stronghold of the Order has been dismantled. All that remain are scraps here and there. And you, Eivor. Now that you have seen our enemy and you understand our cause, I wonder if you would join us. Become a hidden one.
Was this your ultimate goal, Hytham? A trial by fire? It is a kind offer, but I do not believe we fight for quite the same cause. Your creed demands that you keep your triumphs hidden. I prefer my glory to be in plain view for all to see.
If I taught you our creed, if you spent time with it, it could open your mind to another view.
Another view is always welcome. But to live without celebrating one's glory and honor and achievements is not a life for me. But know this. I would give my life in a moment for those I love and who love me in return. All here. Including you, my friend.
I understand you well, Eivor. Very well indeed.
เรียบร้อยไปเปิดกันเนอร์กัน
Between you and me, Eivor, always thought you'd be a good jarl.
About you and Bridget. When do you wish to be wed?
The sooner I can make her my wife, the happier I will be. But we are fine to wait until everything has settled here.
Enough waiting. Cool your forge and cover your anvil. Let's get you married.
Wonderful. Shall we gather everyone?
Gather your wife and your courage. I will bring the people together.
พิธีงานแต่งงานกันเนอะกันแต่งงานเหรอ ยินดีด้วยนะ
I am honored to stand before you, Gunnar, Bridget, on this bountiful day, to celebrate the strength of your bond and to see you wed. I am in witness of a love that inspires and empowers. I invite you now to speak your vows.
To you, my darling Bridget, I offer this blade, forged in flames that burn as brightly as my heart does for you.
ให้ดาบ
A blade as sharp as your wit, as glinting as your beauty. May it sing through the air as sweetly as your voice meets my ears.
Diolch, sut dwi 'di caru ti Gunnar. Dwi'n efo am lwcus bod fi 'di dod o hyd o ti yng nghariad.
And I give you my sword and my promise that I will stand at your side forever.
Hyd fi 'di breuddwydio'n ffiwtio'n hun, a 'di sôn tawelwch yn hope a premonition. Ond dim mount o sgraen a foresight paratoi fi y sweeping adventure meeting ti. Ti yw'r enaid fel dim arall, a dyn as strong a bwrent y ci, ac fel as I fierce, mae'r calon yn hedfan gyda ti.
Such poetry, oh dear. You make me cry, my love.
ทำให้ฉันร้องไห้เลยนะ
Hedfan erbyn gilydd, trwy bywyd and beyond.
I offer you this ring. Take yours in kind. I will wear it with pride and honor, warmed by the love of so perfect a lady.
And I gwisgo fe fel calon, adoration a ffydd am byth.
This is the greatest day of my life. Embrace me, my love.
อุ้ยเอาว่ะยีด้วยนะ
With our couple now bonded in matrimony, now we drink.
อ่ะการมางานแต่งอ้าวแล้วซิการหายไปไหนล่ะ
Randvi, saw you looking a little lonely. Thought I might come and join you.
How nice. Are you enjoying yourself?
I am. I never thought I would see gruff old Gunnar so enraptured by a woman.
Enraptured by anything, for that matter. He's a hard one to read, but I am pleased for him, and for this day of rest and respite. After everything, a few days of feasting will do the people some good. They need this.
They do.
Will you walk with me?
Anywhere. Lead on.
Something has been on my mind for some time. I am no seer, but I foresaw this day long ago. Not Gunnar's marriage, but our situation. Our success.
How do you mean our success?
I mean to say that I saw our settlement flourishing.
Special pass นี้ก็โอ้โหยาวอีก
And from the day we set out from Norway, I knew that you would make a fitter leader than Sigurd. It was never in his character to lead. It was always within yours.
I see.
Do you?
You might have warned me.
You would not have listened.
Fair.
I do hope you see it now, in all that you have done for us.
Randvi, you and the people here have done more for me than I could ever repay. I am honored by your faith in me, and your confidence.
As I am honored by your friendship.
And I by yours.
Eivor, I want you to know that Sigurd and I are... We are severing the bonds of our marriage.
นั่งข้างๆกันแล้ว
We share a love that is steadfast, and I have faith it will forever be so. But it is not the love of a wife and her husband. It was not an easy decision. But after we talked with honesty, we embraced more warmly than we have in a great while. I think we will be happy.
I hope so. And I am pleased for you.
I am pleased for myself. Sigurd's desires are bigger than any man or woman can offer. He longs for something more.
And what about you? What are you looking for?
I have all I need right here. With you. With our people.
อ๋อว่าไงเดีย
I want to say, Randvi,
ฉัน
I
รักนะ
love you, and I have for some time. I did not pursue it, not wanting to betray my brother's trust. That does not mean I did not desire it. Does that surprise you?
จูบกันแล้ว
Gods, I worried you saw me as a woman starved for the affection of her husband. That it was loneliness driving me. But it was you, Eivor. Only you. Everything you are, everything you will become.
Randvi, without you, I would have lost my way 1,000 times.
กอดกันด้วย
I never told him outright, but I doubt he will be surprised. I think he may have suspected it even, some time ago.
If he suspected it, he never said anything.
He is more observant than I often give him credit for. I believe he sees us as we are, and as we hope to be. We can wait to tell him. Give it a few days, when the feasting is over and everything is settled.
Agreed. I have waited long enough for you, and you for me. What is another few days?
The blink of an eye. Shall we find our way back to the wedding? Bridget might give another speech. We must not miss that.
About that, I have not understood a single word of hers since Gloucestershire.
Really? I find she speaks beautifully. With poetry, even.
Are you kidding?
Am I? Come, we should go.
คนก็มาร่วมงานเลี้ยงกันหมดเลย
She can't keep the bed until the bringers must bitch us merrier. You've taken on these young men.
ว่าไงสิกาดโอเคนั้นก็นั้นผมขอปิดโปรเจกต์เกม Assassin's Creed Valhalla กันแล้วนะผมถ้าใครชอบคลิปนี้ต้องฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์อยากให้ผมทำเกมอะไรอีกก็คอมเมนต์ไว้ใต้คลิปได้เลยแต่ว่าต้องใช้เวลาเก็บตังค์ให้ซื้อเกมที่คุณรีเควสอยากให้ผมแคสมานิดนึงนะครับผมก็ใครชอบคลิปนี้ฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามด้วยก่อนก็ไว้เจอกันใหม่กันนะครับโอเคนั้นขอตัวลาและปิดโปรเจกต์เกม Assassin's Creed Valhalla